Today on Becoming Her, I'm sitting down with Samantha Kozich, founder of the Manuscripting Journal and the Elevate Her app, to talk about manifestation, mindset, and what it really takes to create a life you're obsessed with. Samantha shares her journey from a season of low self-worth, partying, chasing external validation, and even getting arrested to building a multi-six-figure business, calling in her dream relationship and helping thousands of women transform their lives through mindset, energy, and aligned action. We get into intuition, self-worth, nervous system regulation, money, love, and why you cannot keep saying you want more while moving like the old version of you. This episode is empowering, honest, and full of reminders that the life you want is going to require you to become the woman who can hold it. Let's get into it. Samantha, welcome to the Becoming Her podcast. I am so excited that you're here.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Yeah. So we actually met this year and it feels like we've known each other for years.
Literally. Yes.
But yeah, we're both in a business mastermind together and are Austin locals. So we've been able to get to know each other pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And the more time I spend with you, the more that I love you. So
I know. Same. It's been so good.
Yeah. And we actually recently we went on a nice little walk around Lady Bird Lake and like I got to hear your really incredible story. And I was like, you know what? I think the girlies need to hear this story.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to dive into all the goodness of it.
Yeah. I've just been so inspired by how you have changed like thousands of women's lives through the power of leveraging your belief system and manifestation. And I've watched you do that through products. I've watched you do that through retreats. I've watched you do that through coaching and community on social media. And like, there is just no shortage of Samantha pouring out her love for, helping women believe in themselves and what they really want for their life. So I want to share some of the Samantha love to the Becoming Her.
Yeah. Well,
community.
Thank you. I received that because sometimes like I've been doing this for so long, like over a decade at this point. So sometimes to me, it just feels like that's just who I am every single day, just going about my day, sharing the content that I share. But to hear a reflection like that, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, of course. So why don't we start with like, where did your passion for manifestation, like how was that birthed? Because your passion is like so abundantly clear, but I have a belief that like people usually don't become extremely passionate about something unless there was like a severe moment of connection to that.
Yes.
To that, clearly the work that you do is a part of your purpose. And I feel like, there was probably a chapter of your life where you're like, okay, I'm going to turn something of this into my purpose. So
yeah, for me, it started, I count this as my rock bottom. This is a definition of my rock bottom. This isn't everybody's rock bottom, but for me, I was in my mid-20s and I was kind of honestly living the dream of a 20-year-old. I had graduated college, which I was going to go be a doctor. But my senior year, something just internally said to me, like, this isn't what you're supposed to be doing. And that was really confusing because my entire life, I'm first generation immigrant. So in my family, it was like you're becoming a doctor, a lawyer, something prestigious.
I've heard that multiple times before.
Yeah.
That's like the expectation. We got you here, better go make something of yourself.
We sacrificed so much. We gave you it all to be the best of the best, Yeah. And my senior year, it was just, at the time, that was my intuition speaking, but I had no idea what that was. So it was very confusing. But at the time as well, I'm tall, I'm 5'10". So when I was in college, I started doing a little bit of modeling because everyone would be like, why aren't you a model? And I'm like, oh, that sounds fun and glamorous. Let me try this. So I started doing that on the side as I was studying, and it was really fun. One, I just really enjoyed it, being in front of the camera. And, I used to be an athlete back in high school, and I did not pursue that in college to study. And so I was fit, and it was just like a great way to express, results that I was doing in the gym, and getting paid for it and making really good money doing that. So when I told my parents that I wasn't going to go to med school, they were basically like, the unspoken rule of, okay, well, if you're not going to med school, we're cutting you off financially and you have to figure it out. And I was like, okay, so fire lit.
Yeah,
under my ass.
Right. Back against the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
So from there, it was just kind of the mentality of, I had a pretty big ego of like, I'm going to prove everybody wrong and it's going to go great. And it did go great. But as I was like, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, I was being flown all over the country, booking gigs with really big brands and modeling shoots and everything. Deep down inside, I knew I wasn't living to my fullest potential, but I was ignoring that. Like, I was living in Scottsdale, Arizona at the time. I had a mentality of working really hard, which I did work really hard, no days off mentality. But then also I would party really hard too. I was like in the heart of the club scene.
I know that life.
And when you're living this lifestyle, I lived in a beautiful condo, had the luxury vehicle already, like stuff that my peers did not have. And a lot of them were also in corporate, so they just didn't get it. But I knew if I wanted to really step into who I was meant to be, I should be in LA. I should be doing bigger things. I was very much like not living out my fullest potential. And eventually ignoring all of those red flags, and then not even considering like the guy stuff and the dating and how you're treated in the modeling industry with just your image and your body. I had every single eating disorder on the planet. The way that I treated myself was treated by men. I was just very low self-worth, but always seeking validation. So there was just so much, even though on the outside, wow, she's doing good. She's successful. She's got the car. She's got the house. She's got everything. Internally, it was just complete toxic trash. And it finally caught up with me. And one night out, I got arrested over something really silly. I'm still grateful for this arrest. But from there, that next day when I woke up, like I literally went to jail for the night. And that next day, I woke up to everything. And it was just like, what am I doing? I am not this girl.
Brick wall.
Yeah. Like this is not what I want to do. I don't want this to ever happen again. I really just want to like go after and do everything I want to do. So I literally Googled, because this was now, over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Social media isn't the way that it is today. You can't just go on Instagram and be inspired.
Right.
And Facebook,
Yeah.
So I literally Googled, how do I change my life? And the movie The Secret popped up. So I watched
Oh my gosh,
that.
I was just talking to one of my girlfriends about this movie.
Yes. Have you watched it?
I have, but it's been way too long.
Right?
Yeah.
So I watched that for the first time, and that was the first time I'd ever heard about like manifestation and learning like you're the creator of your reality. Because I was also raised in a really like strict Catholic household.
Yeah.
So, stuff like manifestation, you being the creator of your own reality, like, no, it's God. It's all of that, right? And that's what really got my brain turning. So I learned all about creating a vision board. So I created my first vision board. And from there, that's what just everything started to change, from me then moving to LA, finding my dream apartment, finding my dream friends, and my career took off, and everything I had put on my vision board and everything that I was journaling about, like all just started happening. So that from there, that was my proof, like, oh my God, this works.
Your proof.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if I can dig myself out from just like all of that ick that I was in before, including my mindset, including the way that I was able to heal my body, change my mindset, show up in relationships differently, whether it's with friendships or with men, like just everything just started getting better. And then on the other side of that is like, that's what really made this my passion, because I know these tools work.
You changed your life through leveraging the tools of listening to what you actually want. Because I heard you talk about like your intuition. You were like, I wasn't listening to my intuition. I wasn't listening to my intuition.
Yeah. And especially as females, right? Like we are told not to listen to those voices in our head because we're crazy. Like that's just crazy, but as females, like our inner wisdom is so powerful. Like we literally create life. Like we have so much wisdom within us, but the outside world tells us to ignore it, that it's not real, that it's not true, that it's not helpful, when deep down, a lot of times, like
it has a lot to tell you.
It has a lot to tell you, and it's usually right.
Yeah. Okay, so you are fresh waking up in the jail cell, and we realize we've got to start moving differently. Okay, so what was the first belief that had to die in order for you to step forward into a different reality?
It was more like, I feel like before learning about what I learned in watching The Secret, before it was just like, I feel I was just chasing goals. Like I was a really good goal setter and a really high
Right.
achiever.
Yeah. Productivity equals
Yes.
value. Yes.
So my first belief that really had to go was like, that took a really long time to reprogram was working harder, working longer, all that does not equal success. Because there were many times, even beyond the arrest, like I still had that for quite a while, was always like burnout or, just getting tired or, just still not treating myself, my mindset totally correctly. So that one was one of the first things that I learned,
Yeah.
like learning more about. I was heavily in my masculine energy 24/7. And that then made sense. Oh, my relationships, the men that I attracted, oh,
Yes.
they didn't, even though I was like pretty, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, they didn't want me because I was so masculine. I was successful. I was all these things, just masculine energy. I never showed up in my feminine. So that was like a big one.
I want to talk to the woman who's carrying a lot right now. The one building the business, leading the team, holding down the household, and showing up for everyone who depends on her. I know, you embrace operating at a high level. But lately, maybe your body feels like it hasn't been keeping up. The fatigue hits in the afternoon, your stomach feels bloated more often than not, your hormones feel unpredictable, the weight is not responding the way it used to. And the brain fog? Not exactly helpful when you've got decisions to make. And what's frustrating is you're already doing the things. You're working out, you're eating clean, you're buying the organic groceries, but the labs keep coming back normal, and no one has actually taken the time to figure out what's happening inside your body. And let's be honest, you don't have the luxury of spending the next 5 years experimenting with your health. You've got too much going on. And shrinking your life because your body can't keep up? Not an option. Radiant Health Mastery is my private VIP one on one coaching experience for women who want their body performing at the same level that they do. Inside this 4-month program, we don't guess. We get to the root of the problem. We run industry leading functional labs to uncover what's actually driving your symptoms. Then I build a customized healing protocol designed specifically for your body. Inside Radiant Health Mastery, you receive 4 months of private one on one coaching, bi weekly mentorship calls with me, detailed one on one lab reviews so you actually understand what your results mean and what we're doing about them, plus 3 advanced functional labs covering hormones, inflammation, cognitive function, and gut health so we can stop guessing and start solving. You'll also have VIP text access to me between calls for support in real time, plus access to my private vault of masterclasses so you deeply understand how to support your body for the long run. This program is designed for the woman who prefers the accelerated route. She values privacy and she wants direct access to her mentor. And she understands that when her body is strong, sharp, and resilient, everything else in her life expands with it. Because the goal isn't just weight loss, it's energy that lasts all day, clear thinking, and a stable mood, and the kind of confidence that comes from knowing your body can keep up with the life you're building. Now, I only take on a small number of clients at a time because this is deep, private, one on one work. So if you're ready to stop guessing and finally get answers, you can apply for Radiant Health Mastery at the link in the show notes. If this is you, get your application in today.
So you got clear on what you wanted. You started moving differently. And then you started noticing a difference in what you are attracting.
Yes.
It sounds like not just like in your love life, but also in your career. So like, how did you make that transition from like modeling and that whole lifestyle into where you are and what you do today?
Yeah. So it was kind of a process because, so I'd moved to LA. And I was like, what, 26, 27. So for the next, probably through 31, 32, I was still modeling. But at the same time, that's when Instagram got like bigger.
Right.
And I was doing a lot of fitness modeling. So my social media turned into being a fitness influencer.
Right.
And I was even doing influencing stuff before influencer was even a word. So I started doing that. Then people started asking me, hey, how did you grow your social media account? This is before social media coaches were a thing. I was like, oh, well, I can show you. I was also selling like fitness plans as well, but I was mostly doing influencer work. Started helping people with social media. Then people were coming to me, it's like, oh my gosh, well then how did you grow your business? Like, how do you sell these things on social? So I ended up being like a social media business coach.
We've never talked about this.
I know. There's so many layers.
There
so
are.
many layers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the pivot.
That was the pivot.
Okay.
And then from there, social media coach, business coach. And then when COVID hit, so this whole time I was not talking about manifestation or vision boarding or nothing online.
Okay.
It was strictly fitness, health, then business coaching, social media, nothing about manifestation. Then COVID hit. And then we all lived it. And I had, a cohort of students in a program for business coaching. And of course, like people are about to be launching their programs and the world shut down and everyone's panicking and all of that. And then that's when I really started talking and speaking to mindset work, visualization, meditation, journaling, creating the vision boards, all of this stuff. Like I just started doing it to support my students and just to support, my community online.
Yeah.
And then it was from there, people were asking, oh my gosh, well, what journaling prompts do you use? How do you do this? For me, I was like, I've been doing it so long at this point. I thought everybody did it.
Right.
I really
and your
did.
like little world, and also like your algorithm starts to like transform into your interests, and it literally brainwashes you into thinking that the rest of
Everyone
the world knows and like just hears everything that you hear. But everyone's thread is very different.
Very different.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you guys want to learn how to do this? Okay. So I knew at that point, being in the online business coaching, I was like, oh, I feel like this isn't it. I don't want to do this forever. And I don't even want to do this for the next year. Even though I was like, had clients, students, all that. I was like, this isn't what I'm meant to be doing. I felt the inner knowing and I listened to it.
You listened.
So I then...
Even though you were successful, even though you had the business and the clients that a lot of people dream of, you still, so why did you feel like you really needed to listen and like let go? And it wasn't even just in like that chapter. Like it sounds like in multiple chapters you were like, I have the dream, but this is someone else's dream.
Yeah.
I have to let this go.
Yeah. And I think it was from that rock bottom moment and feeling and experiencing that, then every single, like, whether you call it a mini pivot, a big pivot that happened, I knew the feelings that were coming up. And
you were familiar with them.
I was familiar and I didn't ignore it. And I think that's one of the hardest things for people with pivoting or changing something is they've never felt it or experienced it before. So it doesn't make logical sense. For me, didn't make any logical sense.
No logic around
to
it.
shut down modeling, to stop doing that. The money was great, It didn't make sense for me to then shut down even coaching because that was great. But every single time I did it, it's like you just know and my intuition and myself, like even just belief in myself just like grew stronger. So I just knew, I was all like, I know if I pivot this, like it's always going to work out. Everything's always working out for me, And
because that's like a core belief of yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just like following that excitement too, even though it doesn't make logical sense, because our minds will, our subconscious programming, it's not programmed to make us successful. It's programmed to keep us safe.
That part. Yes.
And to really go against it in the beginning is hard. That's why stepping out of your comfort zone is so hard because it's going against everything your brain is trying to like protect you from, basically. So as I'm speaking to this, online with sharing all of my methods, I guess, I then asked a group of women, I just posted like a thing on stories with like, hey, I'm looking for a group of women to go through my little journaling prompts to see if it also works for you. Let's test it to see.
Okay.
I had about 20 women say yes. Okay. So over 4 weeks, I gave them, hey, here are my journal prompts. Go through them every single day. The only thing I ask of you is join a Zoom every weekend on a Sunday to give me your feedback.
Okay.
And then slowly but surely the women would jump on and be like, oh my gosh, this happened. I manifested this money. I manifested this guy. One girl said she couldn't show up for the rest of the calls because every Sunday at our call time, her and this new guy that she met after doing my process were going out on hiking dates. So she couldn't join. So all of these little things were just showing.
Sorry, gotta go. Manifestation came true too fast.
It happened too fast. And then from there, it was just like, okay, already being a business coach and social media coach, I didn't want this to be another PDF that you download and it gets lost in your inbox. And I always struggled with finding really cute journals, like whether I went to Target or Amazon or whatever. Like it was always hard to find something super cute. So
Yeah,
I was
and
like,
something that looks significant.
yeah.
Yeah, your manuscripting book is like, this is significant. Like, this book is not to get dust on and collected on.
I wanted something like it looks amazing on a coffee table. It's a staple piece. It feels so like when you pick it up, you're excited to use it.
Yes.
And yeah, that's what started the manuscripting journal.
Wow. Okay. Amazing. So, okay. It sounds like there was like multiple chapters of like pretty significant success. Did your body ever like struggle to hold that capacity of success?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it wasn't until probably like 3 or 4 years ago for me that I actually even really learned about nervous system regulation. So I was going through my 20s to my early 30s, like honestly with a dysregulated system. I wish I could go back and have learned that stuff first because oh my God.
Oh my God, would
I
it be
think
different?
It would be so different. It would be so different.
Yeah,
but
girl, me too.
it's incredible how much I was able to do and accomplish without it. But that's the one thing I say now to anyone. I'm like, I know it's really popular and trendy on Instagram and TikTok with, nervous system regulation, whether that's tapping or breath work or whatever. And to me, when I first heard about it, I was all like, okay, tapping on my face, what's that going to do? This is dumb. Like, truly, I was like,
let's
this
talk
is
about
stupid.
this. I want to talk about this because I want to personally, I want to learn more about the tapping and like the purpose of it. And I'm sure that others are curious too. So tell me about the EFT tapping.
Yeah. So basically, with our nervous system, right? Like I mentioned earlier, your subconscious, your body, it stores everything in the body. So for example, if you're the type of person that gets really anxious or avoids your looking at your bank account, or just, you get that tense, like, oh my gosh, or you freak out like, oh, I got a hold on my money. I don't want to spend it because I don't know when more is coming in, that kind of stuff. So what tapping does is when you're tapping on different meridian points of your body, it literally helps you start reprogramming your body on a subconscious level and a nervous system level to feel calm and to not only just like feel calm, but it helps you release and reprogram those thoughts. Like it's kind of like hard to explain until you really start going through it. Like I'll do tapping sessions with either myself or my clients or just like members of my community. And it's like, you'll start off, you kind of rate yourself first on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 feeling amazing, 10 feeling super anxious, stressed out, all the negative feels. And then you go through a round of tapping where you speak to, you don't avoid it. It's different from affirmations where you say, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. If you say I'm rich every single day, but deep down inside, you're not, and that shit scares you. And you're like, oh God, like affirmations are never going to work. So
yeah, I really am glad that you like said it in that way, because I think that, even myself years ago, but also I think a lot of people want to be able to say those things to like kind of brainwash themselves into believing that it's possible. But when it's not the current truth, it's like, am I like being stupid? Am I like, like not being real with myself, or am I being fake? Like all those like intrusive type of thoughts come through.
Yeah.
So say, for example, someone does want to manifest being like very financially abundant, but today they are the opposite of that. Where would you start with them?
The first thing I would start with is honestly gratitude every single day for what you have.
I didn't think you were going to say that.
What did you think I was going to say?
I had no idea, but gratitude, but it makes so much sense.
Yeah, because the second you start talking about money that you don't have enough, that goes into lack and scarcity frequency. So with our bodies, we emit a frequency and an energy. And if you are immediately in lack, you're just going to attract more of it. And then also there's so many layers. Like then we also have a part in our brain where it's called the reticular activating system, the RAS. So you tell it something, say, I'm broke, I'm poor. Your RAS system is going to literally prove it to you throughout your reality whenever it can. It will always prove you right, never
Not prove
wrong.
it to you.
Yeah. No,
you know what? You are, and I'm going to show you why.
Yeah. It will literally start. It's like the red car theory. Like, I don't know, like if you've ever been shopping for a car, I'm going to use the red car theory. Say, I really want this red Lamborghini. All of a sudden, you'll be out driving and you'll be like, oh my God, there's a red Lamborghini. Oh my God, there's a what? There's these red Lamborghinis everywhere. Where before, you never noticed
Didn't
them.
even pay attention.
Same thing happens when you say, I'm broke, anything like that. It's going to always prove you right, never wrong. So that's why I say start with gratitude. Opening up that bank account. You have $1 in there. I'm so damn grateful for that $1. You have credit card debt. I also look at that as, wow, I'm so grateful that the banks allowed me to have this line of credit, because on that credit card, at whatever point in time that you purchased something, you needed that thing. You wanted that thing. So it's like interesting how now we look at our debt and our credit card statement says, oh my gosh, this bill, da da da. But we have to like bring it back to that point of like, oh, actually, there was that one point in time that I really needed this and it saved me, or, so it's just really shifting that mindset where in the beginning, it's really hard because, again, you're fighting against the subconscious programming that runs so deep. And it probably even started, when you were a child and you heard your parents talking about money, or a teacher, or you saw something in a movie or something where it just like really
Ingrained
rooted
in
into you. Yeah. So I think starting there is
gratitude. Yeah, just looking around at what you already have had.
Yeah. And then catch yourself in the moments, like literally every single time you think negatively about whatever finances or whatever the thing is that you're trying to change. It's like you'll really start to catch yourself like, wow, I am really negative a lot more than I think. And then from there, that's why the reprogramming takes a minute. It's not going to happen overnight, because it took years for you to have this current belief system. So now we have to untrain it, retrain it, reprogram it, and rewire it to think and believe differently.
Okay. So hard pivot.
Okay.
You manifested the love of your life.
I did.
Big fan. And this, I personally deeply believe that when you find the right partner, that they truly can be like medicine to you. Like they truly can enrich your life. And I know that I also know some really like absolutely A1 women that I'm like, it does not even make any sense that you don't have, your person. Although I'm like, it's definitely going to take the right man to be worthy of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if there are listeners who are women that do desire that healthy partnership, where should they start?
For me,
with attracting it.
Yeah. For me, so I didn't meet my now husband till I was 32.
Okay.
So throughout my 20s, oh my gosh, like looking back at my dating, oh, my heart goes out to little Samantha because she was just so in it. And like I told you, like my mindset, my self-worth, just like totally in the gutter, which looking back, it's like, that's why I was attracting these men that didn't treat me right.
It is a reflection.
It's 100% a reflection. Like I hate to say it. And a lot of people are like, no, but I'm so great. But I would say like, yeah, you probably are. But there are also probably parts of you that maybe there's room for love and to heal and to get super clear on who it is that you want. I remember when I was dating, I would say yes to anything. I would ignore the red flags, just hoping and wishing like, no, but maybe
but he's
this
cute.
Is my husband, he's really tall.
But I don't want to be single anymore.
Right, exactly. Right. So I'd entertain the things that I already knew right off the bat were probably a no. But for me, it's like, I got super clear on who it was that I wanted. And from there, I truly believe it was doing my inner work and inner healing. I was in a place where I know I was seeking validation from men. I was on social media. I was doing things for likes, for comments, and I was in the modeling industry. Like you're either told you're good or you're ugly, you need to lose weight, you're not good enough, So for me, it was really healing those parts of myself. So I think for anyone that's in this place of being single is make that list. And I'm not saying you need to get down to the detail. He needs to have brown eyes. He needs to be tall, whatever. But more so the characteristics.
That part. Yeah.
How do you want to feel in a relationship? How do you want to be treated? What do you want this relationship to look like, to feel like? And from there, use that. And then
as your vision,
yes.
as your vision for what you
Yes.
desire.
Yes. And then another thing that I see a lot of women do, and I used to do this as well, is, maybe you'd put yourself out there and go out there on a couple dates and you'd be so into it, so fun. And then all of a sudden you go out on a bad date and you're like, fuck, man, I don't want this. I'm just going to be single. No, 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 no. And then when it comes to manifestation and vibrations and frequency, it's like, okay, you put it out there that you want it, but then all of a sudden you're saying you don't want it. So you're being wishy-washy with the universe and what you want. And guess what's going to happen? It's going to be wishy-washy with you. So it's like, you got to just stay committed, just like you would to anything else, right? If you're trying to get in shape, lose weight, you're trying to make your money, build your career or business, right? You got to stay committed.
Bitch, you better stop being wishy-washy with the universe.
Literally. So
I'm dead. No, I'm dead.
So
I love it. That's
that
real,
commitment.
though. That's real. Like, be rooted in your belief.
And, if you had a bad date, cool, take that as data.
I
Look
like
at
that.
and be like, okay, what was it in this guy that I didn't like or didn't want? Oh, he's, I don't know, whatever belief he has. Okay, cool. Let's go back to our little list. Make sure he is da-da-da. And then another thing too that I did to actually meet my husband as well on top of that is, I was living in Santa Monica at the time and my schedule was kind of like, I could go to the gym whenever. And so I just decided at one point to just start going to the gym at 6 a.m. which is just like, honestly, so early for me, like so out of character. But I was doing a little workout thing with my sister to be her accountable buddy. And I was going to go to the gym at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
She was in a completely different state, but we would text each other in the morning to stay accountable and to do it.
I love that.
And
it works.
So I started doing that. And then all of a sudden, as I was walking into the gym, my now husband, Mark, he was walking out. And then slowly over time, like I caught his attention. I was just kind of like baseball cap on, no one look at me, going in to just work out super early. And then over the next few weeks, like he would start staying a little longer, trying to catch my attention a little bit. And then on the weekends, our gym went to Equinox. It was more of a social club. So on Saturdays, everyone just kind of went there, hung out. And then that's when he started talking to me. And so that's how we met. And it's so crazy because we've both lived in that city for years. Never seen him. It's a really small city, to be honest. Like if you're going out to the restaurants, bars, you're going to, but it's crazy people. Because I would probably, like, we never had run into each other before until that switch happened. So that's another thing. It's like, what can you do in your routine to mix things up? At least one thing. You drive one way to work every single day or something, go another way. You go to a gym at a certain time, start doing another time. Change up something in your reality where you can allow, universe and God to like create different opportunities for you.
Yes. Yeah. And I personally have a really strong belief that you have to embody and be the type of person. Like if you want a very financially abundant and healthy and grounded man, what type of woman would that man be attracted to?
Yes.
It would probably be also someone that shares those same priorities.
Yeah.
So I have to believe that part of the actualizing the vision and the manifesting is like actioning in that reality.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you, like, I know that we tap into the journaling, we tap into the EFT tapping, but what are your thoughts on like participating and taking action towards the becoming?
Oh my gosh. That's like the biggest piece of all. I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions about manifestation and the stuff that's shared on social is like, just journal, just create the vision board, sit back, relax, it's all going to fall into your lap. Oh my gosh. Furthest thing from the truth. You have to take action because I like to think about it. It's like, okay, in order to create your reality, you are a co-creator with the universe, God, whatever it is that you believe in. You have to co-create with it. And in order for that to bring you opportunities, people, whatever it is that you're calling in, like you have to take an action. But the crazy part about it all is most people wait for their reality to change before they change. But you have to change first because then you co-create with the universe in order for it to change. So I always like to say, like, if you want to change something, like people sit around and wait, I'll wait till I'm ready. I'll wait till I have more time. I'll wait till I have friends. I'll wait till I have money in the bank account. But none of that is going to change unless you start showing up differently first by embodying all the things you say you want to be. And then also by taking action on the things. So then you take an action, universe, God opens up some doors, brings you an opportunity. And then you can make a decision, yes or no. And then it just like is this continuous co-creation game, which makes it fun. And that's why it's like you are the creator of your reality.
Yeah. Like how fun is that?
Yeah.
That like you literally get to like tap into your desires, which are like yours, no one else's. Like, what do you desire? Get clear on, you know, how that looks in reality.
Yeah.
And then you get to start like playing the part.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets to be fun. It's like,
Yeah.
like when you break it all down, like this is all just a game.
Right.
It truly is a game.
Yes.
But we get so caught up in like the nitty grittiness of it. Or sometimes we just feel like, you know, you're at this rock bottom and there are times where you feel like there's no way out. But at the end of the day, it's like when you're in that position or that place where you just feel like, oh, there's nothing I can do. That's when I really infuse myself into reading books or podcasts, or it's all just
Get
happening.
inspiration.
Yes.
If you don't know, get inspiration.
Yeah.
Get on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Read a book.
Yes.
Get on social media. Like, and truly like find people that you're inspired by.
Yeah.
Like I have people that I really enjoy watching their lives
Yeah.
on social media because they absolutely inspire me.
Yeah.
That is what my feed is chock
Yes.
full of, is
Yes.
inspiration.
Yes.
And cut out the things that make you feel tied to this reality of yourself or this old identity
Yes.
of yourself more so.
Exactly.
And so that you can connect and like feel it.
Yeah. And I think
But I want to talk more about your manuscripting journal, because from what I understand, like this kind of like walks you through the process.
Yeah.
Because like this is a lot of different steps and people are in different places. So like, tell me about how you designed this journal.
Yeah, I designed it for the woman that's literally like starting from scratch. So you don't have to know
Okay.
anything.
You don't have to
about
know anything
manifestation.
about manifestation.
It takes you through the entire process. So the first kind of step is to get clear on what it is that you want. I think that's one of the hardest things for a lot of people. It's like you're not living your dream life, but like, do you even know what that is?
Did you take a second to sit down and listen to what you want for your
Yeah.
life? Like, yeah, I was talking to a friend this weekend and she's also in the manifestation world, and she was like, people don't know how to answer that question when I ask them, what do they want? What do you want? What do you want out of this life?
Yeah. Yep.
And then having an actual journal to like physically write it down, I think is really powerful.
Yeah, it's so powerful because everything in our reality is created twice. First in the mind, then it's here. If you can't create it in your mind, like by knowing what you want, by being able to visualize it, see it, like truly, like think about literally everything apart from nature, right? But that was maybe created by someone, God. But, just everything physical in our reality, someone had to think of it. This table, this chair, this microphone,
Right.
our clothes.
Right.
Someone had to first think of it, visualize it, even draw it out, and then it was created. Same thing for your life. So having that clarity is super key. And then the next step with that is to go through and write down, okay, what is actually holding you back?
Oh, yeah.
Like-
Gotta be able to identify that.
What are the belief systems? Right? Like if you believe like, oh, well, my parents, they were broke, or they went bankrupt, or I don't have a lot of money. I
Or
didn't
like,
come from
I'm a
money.
woman, I don't belong in that room. Yeah,
Yes.
fuck that.
Yeah. Like all of that belief system, like if that is rolling around in your head, it's really hard to then, take action on what you want if those are in there. So then you go through that process of bringing all that stuff out. And in the journal, it's categorized into 5 different categories. So you can go on money, love, relationships, just like self-development, mindset work, and the material items as well. Because hey, we get to have fun and play. in this world.
Absolutely. I like nice things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to say it.
No. Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. And the manuscripting journal was a vision of yours.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
And
a
you'd never been in like the production space or anything,
No,
right?
and
Yeah.
that was like the crazy part about this whole thing is, going from having a thriving business coaching company to then literally starting from zero. Not even zero, like the investment. I didn't pay myself in manuscripting for 2 years. 2 years, every dollar was going. We don't have funding. We don't have investors. Still to this day, we're self-funded, self-invested.
Wow.
And, you know, it's tough, especially, you know, this last year with stuff with tariffs, and even prior to that, like it is constantly, like even last year with just like stuff going on in the economy and elections, like every single thing in the world, you know, does impact sales in a company. And, you know, but at the end of the day, it's just something that I'm so passionate about. And we have this amazing, thriving community. And I get DMs or emails all the time, you know, from women like so grateful that this helped them, you know, manifest money
Makes it worth it all.
to other women. I've gotten many emails over the years where it's like, this journal actually saved my life. Like, and that's what keeps me going. It's just so crazy. And it just goes to show, like, if you have some sort of burning desire, some crazy idea, like, listen to it. Because I also feel like
Figure out what's standing in between you and that thing.
Yeah.
Take action towards it, even if your reality hasn't changed and doesn't look like it yet. I think something that I think is one of the most prominent limiting beliefs is people don't want to be seen doing something they've never been seen doing before.
Yeah.
Like, you do have to be willing to be bad at something.
Oh my gosh.
Every single person that was ever good at anything was first bad at it.
Yes. Yes. Like, you should see
It's not a you thing.
right?
Yeah.
Even the first copy of the journal from 2020. Oh my gosh, I look at it now. I remember when I first got my first copy, and it was like, oh my God, this is so amazing.
Proud.
I look at it now and I'm like, people bought this. Oh my God. Okay. Like, wow. But that just goes to show, like, you just have to do it. And I always say, like, I think about, wow, what if I never started this company before? Like, just from the impact I have made through this product, like, holy crap. And I always use this as a lesson for my community members. It's like, if you have that deep desire, like, there's someone out there waiting for you, whether it is to start a podcast, get on social media, start posting the content, make a product, become a coach. Someone out there is waiting for you specifically. I don't believe in saturation, because the way that you deliver a message, like a lot of the stuff that I speak on, it's not revolutionary. It's not something new. You know, you have Tony Robbins talking about stuff, Gabby Bernstein, like, they're all talking about the same thing.
But they're saying it in their voice.
In their voice, in their energy.
Yes.
And there's someone out, like, I hear this a lot, like, wow, I've heard this so many times, but it finally clicked when you said it, the way that you said it, the way that you delivered it.
Right.
So it's like, I always say, it's like when you're holding back on putting something out there, you're being selfish.
Oh.
Like, you're being kind of selfish.
No, tell them.
You're selfish. There's someone out there waiting for you.
Yeah. Listeners, you hear that? Somebody is waiting for you to step up.
Yes.
And break through.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm just so grateful that there is people like someone like you that is so passionate, that is a living, breathing embodiment, proof that this works, and that you are such a beautiful human enough to the point where you are so passionate about helping other people experience what you experienced.
Thank you.
And like, you wanted to create like a step-by-step like blueprint, babe. Like, there's not a lot of things in life that have a directory.
Yeah.
Use this directory and pull out your desires. Let them breathe and live. And feed them.
Yeah, because a lot of times, especially when it comes to changing your life, it's overwhelming. You know, when you want the money, you want the car, the house, the job, career, relationship, like, when you don't have it, it's like, oh my God, you like paralyze yourself, because it's like, I don't even know where to begin. And that's what I love about the journal, is like, it's literally that step-by-step process to help you just like deconstruct it all and then just take the next action step. And in the daily pages, that's why there's a section, and it's my favorite section out of the whole journal, is what are 3 action steps that you can take today?
Oh,
Like, whether that's posting
write it
something,
doon,
sending an email, call that person, like,
hire the coach,
literally
invest in something.
Yeah.
I definitely see in my work as a practitioner, women want a different reality inside of their body. And that reality never comes unless in their mind they believe that they are they don't always believe that it's possible,
Yeah.
but they're willing to give themselves another shot.
Yeah.
And to try a different route and to receive support, receive guidance, from me as their coach.
Yeah.
And then once they feel more confident in their body and they have mental clarity and they finally have the energy to participate in co-creating with the universe, I have seen women's lives just absolutely explode after they feel well. And it's really hard to get clarity on your desires when you're suffering from brain fog and you're literally just surviving every day.
Yep.
So this is a piece of the puzzle that, I think your clients probably need my work and my clients probably need your work
100%.
because it is a mindset thing. And like mindset is like a word that I hear so much now, but like truly what you believe or are at least willing to hold on hope towards is up to your willingness to sit down and get clear on it.
Yeah.
And take action towards it.
Yeah. And I think that's like also a big piece that we didn't, there's so many things we could cover on this episode, but even with, working with you, health is number one, especially when it comes to manifestation.
You have nothing.
You
can't have none of the sexy things without the health. Yeah.
If you don't feel good, you don't. And then if you feel like you don't look good, there's one thing about, body positivity and self-love and all that and loving yourself through the process. But yeah, it makes it 10 million times harder when you don't feel good or you're sick every day or tired every day, brain fog every day. It's really hard to have clarity. So it's almost like starting with you.
Start with the foundation.
Right.
Get the body right. Get the mind functioning.
And then it's
then go build your dream life.
Yeah.
Babe.
Yeah. Literally. It's number one key.
Oh my God, amazing. Okay, so if someone wants to absorb your brilliance, they have the manuscripting journal, and then how else can they learn from you and get guidance from you?
Yeah, the manuscripting journal, we have a free community. You can jump into there. I also host challenges pretty much almost every single month.
Okay.
I have the Elevate Her app, which is all the meditations, tapping videos, everything to help support your journey, which is so key. So it's highly recommend to if you get the journal, get the Elevate Her app, come into the world, join a challenge, and just stay committed. At the end of the day, that's the one thing that I hear from the women is it's that consistency and always showing up.
Don't be wishy-washy. Don't be wishy-washy with the universe, girl.
Yeah. And another thing too is sometimes we'll be oh, okay. Manifesting is truly a lifestyle. It's not like you just do it one time and you get it and then you stop and you go back to your old ways. Because if you go back to your old ways, which is your old identity, everything's going to go back to crumbling.
I haven't heard it put that way before.
Yeah. So it's
manifesting is a lifestyle. I think you need to write that one down because that
do.
one just stuck.
I have it printed on sweatshirts already.
I bet you do. Yeah. Get me one.
Because especially around the new year, January, February, it's New Year's resolutions, all that.
Yes.
Want to know why everyone fails within the first 2 weeks? Statistically proven. It's because you don't commit to it. You have all the subconscious programming and there's no tools to support that, to support this dream list that you have. Your brain panics. Yeah. And it's overwhelm, too much. Let's just screw it. Let's just not do it. Let's just stay as we are because this is way too uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh my God, amazing. Okay, so they get to hear your voice through an app if they prefer voice or journaling through the manuscripting or the community so that they can act on that consistency.
Yes.
Okay, amazing. And if they want to find you, where can they find you?
Social media. I post a lot on Instagram and TikTok as well. So if you're into just daily inspirational hits.
Yes, girls, she gives so much away for free on social media. It's insane.
Yeah, go follow me there.
Amazing. Sam, thank you so much for sharing your genius.
So much.
I am so excited for my community to learn about this. I haven't always known about this work. And I deeply believe that the reason I was able to manifest my dream husband and my dream business and work and live in a place where I love it's because I got clear on what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like maybe I didn't know all the manifesting tools yet,
say,
but I got clear on what I wanted.
Yeah, you were like doing it without realizing that you were doing it, which is also amazing.
And also manifesting incredible women like you into my life.
Ditto,
Truly. If there is one thing that I have learned significantly this year is that if you want to feel different, if you want to believe different, you need to be surrounded by people that don't tell you that you're fucking crazy for wanting the things that you want. And so I just want to thank you for being one of those women for me.
Thank you. And you're the same for me. So thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
If you loved this episode, share it with a friend and leave a quick review. And if you want to go deeper, everything you need, resources, programs, and ways to connect is in the show notes. And don't just save this episode. Pick one thing, apply it today, and let it compound. I'll see you next time on Becoming Her.